Yes, completed the. Hey, what is the output? The output of this program. Yeah, we'll get the output like this. So I'll start recording.
We will get address, sir.
Ah, you executed this program.
Yes, sir. Yesterday we executed, sir, this program.
Yeah, output. What you got the output? Like this. Yeah, A is output is A is stored,
Address, sir. All variables.
completed at address, some address, whatever we got this, some 44 so and so like this, 36 like that, we got this. Right, second one, 125 is stored at address, same, everything is same, just whatever 120 address from 37 like that. Next 1.25, what we entered 10.25, 10.25 is stored at address some, what is float value, no, float integer 125 to some address location 44 so 30 48 and for 37 like that 39. Next is 8.76 is stored at address, right, 44 so float value, no, so 43 like that. This is a next, how to declare the pointer variable. Declaring pointer variable, it is 24 21. It's okay, I start recording. Still 19 only, huh? I don't know what happened. Just declaring pointer variable. Declaring pointer variables, right? How to declare? The general syntax for declaring a pointer variable is general syntax. The general syntax for declaring a pointer variable is data type star pointer name. This is the syntax. Data type pointer name. This is a general syntax, right? The data type should match with the variable data type. Data type should match with the variable data type. This tells the compiler three things about the variable pointer name. See this. First one, the asterisk, it is called, star is called, this is star. the star is called, that is asterisk, it is called the ampersand asterisk. The asterisk in the brackets tells that the variable pointer name is a pointer variable. Pointer variable. The asterisk. This is called asterisk. It's a star. Tells that the variable pointer name is a pointer variable. Next, pointer name needs a memory location. Very good. This is very important. Pointer name needs a memory location. Pointer name. A memory location. Right? Pointer name points to a variable of the type data type. Pointer name points to a variable of type data type. These are the 3 points. This integer type data. It declares the variable p. This is variable p as a pointer variable. P is a pointer variable that points to an integer data type. Points to an integer data type. Right, students? That points to an integer data type. Right? Now, similarly, a statement. One more example. One more example. Float. The statements. Float star x. This declares the variable x as a pointer variable. X is a pointer variable that points to a floating point variable. Says it declares that x is a pointer variable that points to x is a pointer variable that points to a floating point variable. Floating point variable. These declarations cause the compiler to allocate memory locations for the pointer variable p and x. Whenever you declare like this, right, the declarations cause the compiler to allocate the memory locations for the pointer variable p and x. See how they are depending. Now, since the memory locations have not been assigned any value, these locations may contain some unknown values in term in them. Right? So, say this: how int px into star p, right? This is. See this. What is happening? P is a pointer variable. Thus, it has some. It contains garbage value. Points to an unknown location. Points to unknown location. This contains some garbage value. We know what is garbage value, right? Now, right? See, these pointer variables are declared similar to the normal variables, except for the addition of the unary operator. That's it. Same like. See this. The pointer variables also same declared like the ordinary variables, except that addition of the star operator, unary operator, star operator. Right? The symbol can appear anywhere between the type name, the pointer variable name, like this. You can declare like this: int You can write star here and P here. This is one style. This is int star P. This is one. We can declare. Third one int space star space. These three are same. This is style 1, style 2, style 3. Right? Generally, we use this one only due to the following. The style is converted to have multiple declarations in the same statements. Right? You can say int. You can declare like this: int star P is a pointer variable. X is a variable. Star Q. 2 pointer variables are declaring. That's it. This is the one. The second one we follow. This is style 1, style 2. Right? We can declare like this. Right, students? See this. One more example. This style matches with the format used for the accessing target values like this. Suppose int star P is pointer variable, x, y, 2 primary variables. So declare assigning the value x equal to 10, then P equals to ampersand of x. P equal to ampersand. Address of the x will be stored in the pointer variable P. Y equals to star P. We are storing in the address of the P. Address of the x is in P. The star P means whatever value at x equals to whatever value in P equals to stores in Y. Now this is now whatever value in P. Suppose x equal to 10. This is x. X is having 10. Address of x is 5000. Suppose address of x is 5000. At this we are storing P equals to P equal address of x. P equal to 5. But y equals to star P. P is having 5000. P is having 5000 pointer variable. Yet somewhere star P means whatever value is stored in the x. It stores that. Y stores. Y stores star P. Next is one more is star P equals to 20. Star P equals 20. Then assigned to 20 is assigned to x. Now x will store the 20. Right? We'll execute that. Now initialization of okay. Initialization of pointer variable. Declaration is over. Initialization of pointer variable. The process of assigning the address of a variable to a pointer variable is known as initialization. Same like whatever initialization we have done in arrays, right? What is initialization? The process of assigning the address of a variable to a pointer variable is known as initialization. Yes, process of assigning the address of a variable to a pointer variable. Right? Students, are getting the process of assigning the address of a variable to a pointer variable. Here in the previous one, we assigned that address of a variable to a pointer variable. P equal to ampersand x. Assigning initialization. P equal to ampersand x means address of the variable x is assigned to the pointer variable P. That's it. Similar. Once the pointer variable is declared, we can use the assignment operator to initialize the variable. Like syntax. Syntax, see this. data type, variable name. These are the primary variables. Now this is declaration of variable, ordinary variable. Now data type, star pointer name. That's declaration of pointer variable, pointer name. Now pointer name equals to this initialization, ampersand of variable name. This is called initialization. This is initialization. This part is initialization. Now simply R, you can directly also, by writing these three, R directly also data type, R, data type, star, pointer name equals to ampersand of variable name. Semicolon. Directly within these three steps, within you can write. Example, see this. Example, int x, suppose int x, declare int star p. X is the variable name, star p is pointer variable, declaration of pointer variable. Simply p equals to ampersand of x. These three steps for this data type variable name, this data type variable x into star p. That's a in data type star pointer name. Or we can also declare like this: int star p equals to ampersand of x. Within one step. Within one step, we can write this. Within one line of declaration and initialization can be done in one line. Within one step. This declaration of variable, declaration of pointer variable, initialization of the address of the variable to the pointer variable. Star is the pointer variable, x is the variable, p equal to address of x is stored in the pointer variable p. Right? Got it, students? Now see, one more example. Float a comma b. Int x star p. Now p equals to ampersand a. Can we write like this? P is the integer pointer variable, but a is a float value. You can't take this one. You can't take this one. Can't take this. Is p is the pointer variable, integer type. A is the float type. You can't take. Now b equals to star p. You can't take this. Can't take this because this is the integer type pointer variable. Ordinary variable is float type. You can't take this. Right, students? Both should be same. This is also possible to combine the declaration of data variable, the declaration of pointer variable, and initialization of the pointer. I already told you. On single line, you can declare combining the declaration of data variable, the declaration of pointer variable, and initialization of the variable in one line, in one step. See this: int x is the variable. X is the variable. Star p plus star x. This is 3 in 1. Declaration of the ordinary variable, declaration of the pointer variable, assigning the address of the variable to the pointer variable. You can also write directly. Students, are you following? Any doubt in this? Declaration of variable, int x, declaration of pointer variable, and in assigning the address of the variable to the pointer variable. Right? It declares x as an integer variable, p is a pointer variable, then initializes p to the address of x. That's it. Or you can also write. If you can suppose you if you write the ordinary variable first and pointer variable next, but you can't write like this. Int star p equals to ampersand of x and x. You can't write like this because you don't know what is x, but how your address of x is first you're assigning to the pointer variable. You can't write like this. You can't write like this. Write the first variable, then pointer variable and assigning initialization. Students, don't write like this. First pointer variable and next assigning, then variable. First you write the ordinary variable, then pointer variable equals to assignment statement. Then we could also define a pointer variable with an initial value of null or 0. You can also write same this int start pointer variable equals to null into pointer variable null, right? Int star p equals to, you can write like this, int these two are, you can write int star p equal null character you are assigning there, star p equal 0 also. But if int star p equals to, you can't write some constant value. This is wrong. You can't write like this. Right, students? But you can't write int star p equals to some constant value. You can take the null character. Null character you can take. You can take like this. Right? Now pointer variable, pointer flexibility. Pointers are flexible because we can make the same pointer to the pointer to different data variables in different statements. We can make the same pointer to point at different data variables in a pointer variable తీసుకొని మనం different variables కి point చేయొచ్చు. We can make the same pointer to a pointer to point the different data variables in different statements. Okay? Pointer flexibility. Pointer flexibility. These are pointers are flexible because we can make the same pointer to point to different data variables in different statements. Different statements. Correct. Example. See this. Example. I'm taking the three variables x, y, z, and the point variable p. I'm taking the one point variable, three primary variables. Right? Assigning p equals to ampersand of x. Right? P equals to address of y. You can after some statements, p equals to ampersand of z. So and so. You can write like this. In the graphically, you can represent the pointer variable points the three variables. X, y, z. So pointer variable is here. P. That's it. This is the P. Pointer variable points the three variables, different statements. Right? Right. We can also use different pointers to point the same data variable. Reverse. Reverse. This is reverse. You can also use different pointers. 3 pointers for one variable. Point the same data variable. Right? See, how do I write int 1x int star P1, pointer variable P1. We are storing the address of X in the pointer variable P1. Into star P2, we are storing again the address of variable X. Into pointer P3, star P3 equals to ampersand of X. We are storing the address of so and so, dot, 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 other statement. Same you can, like this, you can find the pointer is pointing the variable. This is pointer P1, P2. We are pointing the variable X. We are pointing the 3 pointers to find the X. Reverse. This is variable X. The pointer P1 is pointing to the X pointer. This is also, that's it. Reverse. Pointer P is pointing the 3 variables, different statements. Here, pointers P1, P2, P3 are pointing the variable X. That's it. Right? Got it? Accessing a variable through its pointer. Accessing a variable through its pointer. Accessing it. Once the pointer has been assigned the address of a variable, right? Once the pointer has been assigned the address of a variable, the question remains as how to access the value of the variable using the pointer. The pointer has been assigned, that's it, the address of a variable. The question remains as how to access the value of the variable using the pointer. That's very important. You can use the other variable pointer. This is done by using the another variable star operator, star asterisk. We are storing the address to store the address of a primary variable in the pointer variable, use the ampersand. If you want to get that, how to access the value of the variable using pointer. How to access the value of the variable using pointer. This is done by using the another unary operator. Right? See this. Once the pointer has been assigned, it's been assigned the address of a variable. Of a variable, right? The question remains as to how to access the value of the variable using pointer. So for this purpose, we have one more pointer. This is done by using another variable, unary operator. Unary operator star. To store the address of a variable into the pointer variable, we use the ampersand. This is called asterisk. We use this one to access the value of a variable using the pointer. Example, see this example. Example, into quantity star p n, pointer variable p and the n. Now we are storing the $173. The value is assigned to the quantity. P equals to ampersand of the quantity. The address of the quantity is stored in the pointer variable p. Now Star P. This is very important. Star P. The first line declares the quantity. This is the first line declares the quantity, and N as an integer variable. This is the quantity is. This is the quantity. It's one variable. N is also one more variable. Star P is the pointer variable, right? To pointing the integer, any of the integer values. The second line assigns the value 170 to the quantity. This is they are assigning 173 to the quantity, the variable, integer variable 173 as to quantity. Then third line assigns the address of the quantity to the pointer variable P. Whatever 5000, the address, where is the address of the quantity? Suppose this is quantity 173 quantity. This is quantity. Suppose quantity. Suppose the address of the quantity 5000. P stores the 5000. Address of the quantity, whatever 173. P stores the in the third line. P stores the address of the quantity. But what N stores? Star of P. What is the value at? Right? P. The third line. The fourth line contains the indirection operator. Indirection operator star, where the operation star is placed before a pointer variable in the expression. We put the star before the pointer variable. Then on the right hand side of the equation, the pointer returns the value of the variable of which the pointer value is addressed. Right? What is the value? Value at address. Meaning of star. What is the value? Star P means P address of P stores the 5. But 5 lo unnatuvanti address lo unnatuvanti value at address. The star P means value at address. Star means value is address. In this case, star P returns the value of the variable quantity. Star P returns the value of, it returns value of variable quantity. Variable quantity. Because P is the address of the quantity. P is the address of the quantity. Then star can be remembered as value at address. Star of P and A. Star of P means star can be remembered as value at address. Value at address. That's it. Thus the value of the would be, what is N value? N stores that 170. See this, students, very careful. This is declaration of the quantity, and N is the two primary variables, star is the pointer variable. The quantity equal 170, they are assigning the 170 to the variable quantity. Then P equals to ampersand of quantity, address of the quantity will be stored in the pointer variable P address. Then star P means address ఏమైతే ఉందో ఆ అడ్రస్ లో ఉన్న వాల్యూని రిటర్న్ ద వాల్యూ ఎట్ అడ్రస్ variable, value of variable quantity. That's it. That is called value of, it stores the value of, that stores the value at address. The meaning of star. Meaning of star. Do you remember? So finally N is 173. Suppose it's suppose. Remember this. Ampersand meaning is, what is the meaning of? Address of. Star is value at address. Meaning of these two. These two are called pointers. The two statements, suppose I am writing once again, one more example. See this. Same example. Ampersand of quantity, address of quantity stored in the pointer P. N equals to star P, right? Are equal to same. These two are equals to same. Simply N equals to star of, what is P? P is ampersand of quantity. You can write like this. Star of quantity. That's it. Both I am writing instead of P. I am writing ampersand of quantity. You can write like that. So N is the quantity. Finally, N equals to quantity. and it stores the quantity of the value at the quantity. Yeah, one example program I will show you. See the students, example program C, you can understand very easily. Hash include stdio.h void main, right? I'm declaring the variables integer type data into a equals to 10. A equals to 10 star p. This is comma. Declaring two variables. One is the declaration at the time of declaration, I'm assigning the value 10. Variable, integer variable a, this is primary variable star p. Now p equals to ampersand of a. Right? Yeah. Printf. Now what is the value? It prints. I will share by taking the example. Suppose
Address.
taking parallel, so this is a variable a. What is the value at a? 10. Address location, suppose 200. Suppose 200, whatever. Address location of the variable a is 200. Right? Then sorry, this is the pointer variable is this one, p. What is the address? By p stores the address of a. What is the address of a? 200. But it has some 5,000. Address of the pointer variable is 5,000. A, p stores the address of a. A contains 10. Students, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes. E is the pointer variable that stores the address of a. Address of a is this one. Value at a is 10. Right? Value at p is 200, but address of p is value of p is the address of a. That is 200. Now see. Now what is the output here? Tell me output.
10.
What is the value?
10, sir.
Value.
A value 10.
Huh?
10, sir.
10 displays. Value of it automatically just primary variable 10. Now see this printf. Be careful. అర్థమైతే మీకు దీని అంత ఈజీ లేదు ఇంకోటి. Percentile d star p. You tell me what is the output?
5,000, sir.
Huh? Star p.
10, sir. 10. అది కూడా 10 sir.
Very good. Excellent. Who is that?
సాయి కుమార్ sir.
Sai Kumar. ఎందుకంటే స్టార్ p అంటే వాల్యూ ఎట్ దట్ అడ్రస్ అన్నాడు. వాల్యూ ఎట్ దట్ ఇది ఉంది కదా, p ఉంది కదా, p ఇస్ ద పాయింటర్ వేరియబుల్. పాయింటర్ వేరియబుల్ లో ఉన్న అడ్రస్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి వాల్యూ అర్థమవుతుందా బాబు? స్టార్ p, value at that address location. What is that? P stores the 200. Value at p is 200. But value star p means value at that address location. ఈ 200 అడ్రస్ లొకేషన్ లో తీసుకుంటే దాని వాల్యూ ఎంత? 10. Again that is also 10. Right. Printf percentile d. Now star of. Now tell me the output of this. Address of a is
200.
200. Star 200 అంటే కూడా
10. A value.
అర్థమవుతుందా బాబు? అంపర్సెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఏ స్టోర్స్ అంపర్సెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఏ అంటే అండి దిస్ ఇస్ 200. అంపర్సెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఏ అంటే 200. స్టార్ 200 ఆ అడ్రస్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి వాల్యూ ఏంది? అగైన్ 10. స్టార్ పి అన్న పి అంటే ఏంటి? జస్ట్ పి ప్లేస్ లో ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్. పి ప్లేస్ లో అంపర్సెంట్ ఐ హావ్ రిటర్న్. బోత్ ఆర్ సేమ్. దిస్ సెకండ్ అండ్ థర్డ్ ప్రింట్ఎఫ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్. పి ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ అంపర్సెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఏ. ఐ హావ్ రిటర్న్ దిస్ పి ప్లేస్ లో అంపర్సెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఏ. Now printf percentile u. percentile U, ampersand A. Can anyone, what is the output? Address of
200.
A. Huh?
200.
200. What it displays? 200. Right? P. What is displays? What is P?
200,
Huh?
200,
Again,
200, sir.
value at P is 200. That is nothing. P value of P is the address of A. That is also 200. Right? Printf. Percentile U. Ampersand of P.
5,000.
Huh? Address of ampersand P. Ampersand P. What is ampersand P?
5,000, sir.
Address of the pointer variable P. That's 5,000. Very good. Finally understood. Now I am changing the value. One more. Star P equal to 20. The continuation. Star P. We are storing the star P means where is this? This
A
value.
equal to 20.
This value I am changing. Star P nothing but the value at the address of 200. Value at the address of 200. Star P means that I am changing 20. Now tell me. Printf. Now what is the output?
20.
Very good. 20. Printf statement. Percentile D. Star P.
20, sir.
Again 20. This is about this. I think you are understanding this one. Em తీసుకుంటే ఏమొస్తుంది? Just we'll verify. Right? I will execute this program. Instead of discussion, yeah, completed this pointers program. The second one, I'll execute this program. See this pointer program. See this int same program. A equals to 10. Comma, declaring the pointer variable P. Okay, we declared that this too. And storing the address of A in the pointer variable. Centrally, just to display, simply display the variable. Enter some space. Printf. Percentile D. And ampersand star P. Entirely star P of ampersand A. Both are same. D nothing but ampersand A. Second and third statement give the same statement, same value. Second and third printf statement. Percentile U means address. So it displays the address of ampersand A. Whatever address in the compiler, they have taken the 200. Right? Percentile U A, address of A. Make the space for all. Printf percent value ampersand of P. The address is different. Right? 10, 10, 10. This is AR, star PR, star of ampersand A, both are. Then next, the address location of ampersand A is same. Same like P is also same. Ampersand A is nothing but P, point variable or whatever you have to. Ampersand P also, that's different. Ampersand P is address of that point variable. This is different. But this address and this address are same. This is different. Now I want to change this. Star P equals to storing 20. A printf, change the value. Percentage. Now A. Printf. Star P. A value and star P value both are same. Just 2020. A and star P and both are same. Because we are storing the address of A into P, the content at that value is star P is nothing but value at A. Because we are storing the address of A in P, star P is nothing but value at A. That's it. Any doubt in the students?
No, sir.
Yeah, very good.
No, sir.
Yes. One more example. What's the time? Okay, I can explain on example 2. See this hash include. Right? Void main. Then x comma y. I'm declaring the two variables. I declare two variables and also pointer variable. PTR is the pointer variable. PR, PTR, whatever it is. Now I'm storing the address of x into pointer variable and the value of value x into star PTR. What y stores? Whatever value in the x. Star PTR means whatever value at x is stored in the y. Printf value of x equals to this is just simply we are storing the value of x. That's it. Whatever we take, right? Then printf percentage stored address, then x comma ampersand of x, address of x and address of x. printf percentile d is stored at address percentile u. Address is percentile u. Then star ampersand of x. Again ampersand. Star ampersand of x, whatever value in x is stored. Right? Printf percentile is stored at address stored at address percentile u. Sorry, percentile u. Right? Fourth one, star pointer, then pointer. Printf percentile d is stored at address percentile u fashion. Then pointer and ampersand of pointer. Right? Next. Printf percentile d is stored at address percentile u y comma ampersand of y. Okay. I want to change pointer ptr equals to I'm storing 25 value. Ptr is a pointer name. Now printf now x equals to, it will be changed. Now x equals to percentile d. It will be changed. X value will be now 25. Right? Close. Initially, you take the x value 10. X equals to 10. Sorry, I forgot this. X equal to 10. 10 is stored. What will the printf statement tell me? Second statement. Output of this is 10 because you are printing the value of x equal to 10. Because you have taken 10, x equal to 10. Next, second printf percentile d is stored at address u. X value 10 will be stored at some address 4001. This is output of this is 10, comma 4104. Suppose 4104. This is 4104. Suppose third printf statement is star of ampersand x is again 10 is only 10 is displayed. The address will be changed. What is the address? Same address 1404. What about the fourth state percentile is stored at the address u? Star ptr. Star ptr also same. What is the star ptr? It's address of the pointer. Then pointer. Right? It will change the address of ptr is the address of some other variable. Star ptr is the 4104 only. This is 4106 suppose. Same like all the will. Finally, x equal to 25. Will execute tomorrow, the next class. Right, students? I should close the within 2 hours, 2-3 hours pointers. Then I will start the files. Okay, students? Try to understand. Today I will share the notes of 15 and both. I will share the notes of pointers and files. Okay, I will take the attendance. Please thoroughly enter the attendance in the chat box.